Okay, assembly time. I went on and drew the ring and pin. I put them in the same part studio. They had two different parts, so the piston ring in blue and the pin in red. I've used some different colours just so that when we start to assemble, the blue, standard blue, silver, and the conrod is a bright yellow and the conrod cap is slightly lighter. Crazy colours, but I just think they will help in the assembly. Now, if we look at what we've got to do here, we actually have to bring in 4 pistons and 4 conrods and 4 conrod caps and 4 pins and 12 piston rings. I don't want to bring all those into one assembly. It'd be crazy. So this is probably one of the first times what we're going to do is create a sub-assembly where we'll build up the piston of all those parts, and then in our full assembly we will bring in the sub-assembly 4 times, and that'll save us a lot of trouble, I hope. So let's just start with this sub-assembly in this video. So I'm going to insert a conrod cap, a piston end ring, and then open that out, and then just 2 more rings. I think that's all the parts we need, so tick that in. I'm going to start by fixing this connecting rod or conrod, so right click and fix, and then the other things can move around and join onto that. So really simple, make connector based off that hole onto that hole. Happy with that, tick. I wonder what's going to be the easiest way to put that piston in there, the pin in there. I tell you what, I'm going to put that in there first. Now, it could be fixed as long as the other one rotates, but just to be safe, I'm going to rotate. So center of that, revolute I should say, not rotate, and I want the center of this one, which is going to be there. Tick. Okay, now it won't be able to be seen here, but that should be moving. And then I need to find the middle between this circle here and that circle there and join it on so that it's centered. So I'm going to get my make connector maker and get a between entities, and then between this circle and that surface there is the make connector we want. Tick, right click, rename. Oh no, don't edit. Right click, rename. Center of piston. And then if I just bring that back to how we kind of had it, revolute mate based off the center of the piston and this same one in the middle here, that should sit on there, and tick, and close, and that should spin, and it does. Now, for some reason you need to come through and hide that one. Right. Let's put the piston rings on. Now, they don't need to move, so they'll just be fastened mates based off the bottom circle there, and just make sure you get the bottom either outer or inner, but as long as it's the bottom there. Okay, it's gone the wrong way, so we need to flip its direction. No, it was the right way. Tick it in. Yep, that looks good. And again, I guess you could use the top. You just got to stay consistent. I'm going to use the base of them, and then that one there, and the base, and the base. Right, so that is the sub-assembly done. Close that. Just make sure that's moving. And when we bring this in, we'll make sure that this circle here rotates around the crankshaft. Right? There's the sub-assembly. Stopping the video. Good luck.